if you go back to the core of Battleship, the basic idea is this blind reveal. That idea that you really don't know where your enemy is coming from, exactly where they're located, and they're trying to figure out where you are. So we set up this notion that, of course, as these aliens have come down here, they have a problem. You know, their plan didn't work perfectly. You know, it was an imperfect plan, it was a desperate plan. And so therefore there's some consequences to landing the way they do and things that happen. They now need to improvise. But in improvising, they come across our armada. And that idea then that they might have the technology to render us blind. So now we're back to the basics. It's like the game. You know, it's going to be intellect and insight and smarts and intuitiveness that are going to ultimately enable our heroes to win or not. And so this face-off has all this great technology, but it also is a very human story. I think the Navy sees this, as we do, as it's like the Top Gun on the seas. It's that kind of idea. You're going to see the best and brightest. You're going to see them in the best equipment possible. You're going to see what the adventure of being in the Navy is all about. Of course, they don't always go up against aliens every day. But that's where it turns on its head. But you are seeing a very, you know, that very common profile of Navy ships out at sea in the most beautiful waters in the South Pacific, going out of the Hawaiian Islands, and certainly, you know, coming out of Pearl Harbor. And yet we're going to take that story and take it to the next level, which I think the Navy was really interested in. And you know, that idea of really showing them at their best, and yet up against a force that's unknown and maybe even a little more powerful, really shows their capabilities. Yeah.